Stop whatever you were doing. We were all lied to. We thought the terrifying ransom notes demanding millions in Bitcoin were from a ruthless, faceless cartel. We were completely, horrifyingly wrong. What the FBI just found hidden inside a filthy gas station Bitcoin ATM hasn't just blown the Nancy Guthrie mystery wide open. It has shattered a family and exposed a betrayal so sickening you won't believe your eyes. The ransom wasn't real. The kidnappers weren't strangers. And the newly recovered evidence caught on a hidden security camera near NancyGuthrie's house. It changes absolutely everything. Take a deep breath, because the truth we just uncovered is darker than you ever imagined. Understand the sheer magnitude of this devastating betrayal. We have to look behind the perfect, shiny facade the Guthrie family presented to the world. Nancy Guthrie, an 84-year-old beloved matriarch, was a woman who supposedly had no enemies. But behind closed doors, the tension was absolutely suffocating. For years, whispers of a fractured, highly toxic relationship between Nancy, her daughter Ani, and Ani's husband, Tommaso Cioni, echoed through their inner circle. Sources close to the family, who are now absolutely terrified to speak on the record, have leaked that the financial dynamics were a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Tommaso, a musician with deep ties to the underground scene, and Ani, living just 4 miles away from Nancy, were constantly shadowed by unspoken family drama. Then came the breaking news. Nancy vanished in the dead of night. No forced entry, no violent struggle, just a chilling silence and an untouched bottle of crucial heart medication left sitting right on the kitchen counter. Let me be painfully clear with you. If you are a kidnapper holding an 84-year-old woman for ransom, you take the pills. If she dies, your payday dies. It takes 5 seconds, but they didn't take them. Why? Because keeping Nancy alive was never the goal. This wasn't a botched robbery. This was an inside job, a calculated, ruthless operation designed to look like a random tragedy. But the masterminds made one fatal, arrogant mistake. They thought they could outsmart the FBI with a complex cryptocurrency smokescreen. They thought the Bitcoin demands would send investigators on a wild goose chase. Instead, it led the FBI right to their own backyard. The explosive breaking point hit late Tuesday night when federal agents swarmed a nondescript gas station in Tucson. But this wasn't just any random gas station. It was located just blocks away from Ani Guthrie and Tommaso Cioni's house. Inside, a Bitcoin ATM, the exact type of machine used to funnel untraceable digital currency. According to a deeply embedded law enforcement whistleblower, the FBI didn't just stumble upon this machine. They were tracking a digital footprint so unbelievably sloppy and arrogant, it makes my stomach turn. Lean closer to the camera. The ransom demands were a complete smokescreen. Our insider leaked to us exclusively. Someone was making panic searches about crypto transfers on January 11th, weeks before Nancy even vanished. Think about the absolute sickness of that. While Nancy was sleeping peacefully in her bed, someone in her own city, mere miles away, was already researching how to wash blood money through a gas station ATM. But here is where the betrayal becomes truly nauseating. A leaked string of deleted text messages, allegedly recovered from a burner phone connected to the local music scene, Tommaso's scene, shows a frantic conversation just hours after the FBI raid. The text simply read, "They found the machine. Wipe the wallets. Now." Panic. Pure, unfiltered panic. The facade is cracking, and the rats are turning on each other. When confronted by local reporters, the silence from Ani and Tommaso's camp wasn't just deafening, it was paralyzing. No tears, no desperate pleas for Nancy's safe return, just locked doors and aggressive lawyers. But just when you thought this couldn't get any more twisted, the FBI recovered a single frame of corrupted security footage from that gas station. The person standing at the Bitcoin ATM wasn't a masked cartel member. It was someone wearing the exact same distinct, evenly packed Ozark Trail backpack seen on Nancy's porch the night she disappeared. The internet didn't just break, it caught fire. When the leaked ATM footage rumors hit the dark web, it sparked pure, unadulterated chaos. This isn't just a missing persons case anymore. It is a full-blown psychological thriller unfolding in real time. True crime sleuths on TikTok and Reddit immediately matched the Ozark Trail backpack from the ATM to the terrifying Ring doorbell footage from Nancy's house. But the backpack wasn't filled with heavy kidnapping tools. Look at the way it moves. It was flat. It was light. It was carrying a tarp. As if the sheer horror of a cleanup kit wasn't enough, the ransom notes took a sickening turn. National news anchors revealed a detail that sent shockwaves through the industry. One of the notes contained a heartbreaking apology. "We didn't know her heart was that weak." Are you kidding me? Kidnappers do not apologize. Cold-blooded criminals do not send sympathy cards. That note was written by someone drowning in desperate, suffocating guilt. Someone who watched an 84-year-old woman collapse because they didn't know she couldn't hear their dark, whispered commands without her hearing aids. Celebrities and journalists are losing their minds online. Prominent true crime YouTubers are tweeting things like, "The call is coming from inside the house." #Justice for Nancy. A viral Twitter thread with over 4 million views just exposed that a known associate of Tommaso, a man with a severe criminal history, fits the exact physical profile of the man on the porch. The walls are closing in, and the panic is radiating through the screen. And just as the public outrage reached a fever pitch, an anonymous hacker dumped a massive bombshell on a dark web forum. The Bitcoin wallet address from the ransom note didn't lead to an offshore account. It was traced back to a local IP address, an IP address located less than 4 miles from Nancy's front door. The backlash has been apocalyptic. You cannot scroll through Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok without seeing the hashtag arrest the insider trending at #1 worldwide. The court of public opinion hasn't just passed a verdict. They are demanding a digital execution. Furious supporters of Nancy are flooding Ani and Tommaso's social media, leaving thousands of enraged comments demanding answers. Why didn't you call her for 14 hours? And what were you doing at the Bitcoin ATM? The true crime community is violently divided, tearing each other apart in the comment sections. On one side, you have the diehard defenders screaming that Ani is a grieving daughter being mercilessly framed by a corrupt sheriff's department desperate to close a high-profile case. Leave the family alone. The FBI is planting evidence to cover up their own glaring incompetence, tweeted one furious supporter, echoing the vicious outrage over the local sheriff's disastrous handling of the crime scene. But the overwhelming majority are not buying it for a single second. Major pop culture commentators and investigative journalists are ripping the family's narrative to shreds. You do not prop open your own mother's back doors with her own heavy flower pots unless you've been on that patio 100 times, raged a top podcaster in a fiery live stream that literally crashed the servers. The industry is effectively blacklisting anyone connected to the local suspects. Fellow musicians in Tucson are frantically distancing themselves, deleting photos, and releasing desperate PR statements denying any involvement with the burner phone leaks. It is a spectacular, fiery train wreck of epic proportions. But just as the internet thought they had all the puzzle pieces firmly in place, a terrifying new piece of evidence was just submitted to the grand jury. Hold your breath, because this final twist will make your blood run cold. While everyone was obsessing over the Bitcoin ATM, the leaked texts, and the Ozark Trail backpack, a forensic tech reviewing the neighborhood's corrupted Wi-Fi logs found something entirely impossible. We all thought the operation went wrong at 2 a.m. when the neighbor's dog started furiously barking. But the logs show that the security cameras at Nancy's house didn't glitch at 2 a.m. They were manually disabled from the inside at exactly 9:55 p.m. Think about the timeline. Tommaso dropped Nancy off at 9:50 p.m. 5 minutes later, the cameras went completely dark. Nancy didn't even have time to take off her shoes. Someone didn't break into that house in the middle of the night. Someone never left. The monster was already inside, waiting in the suffocating dark, long before the supposed kidnapper ever stepped foot on the porch. And according to a brand new, highly classified leak from the DA's office, the DNA found on the kitchen counter doesn't belong to any known criminal. It belongs to someone Nancy trusted with her life, who was hiding in the house. The FBI knows, and the arrest warrant is reportedly already signed. I am literally shaking right now, and I know you are too. This case is unraveling faster than anyone could have predicted, and the final arrest is going to shock the entire world to its core. I need to know what you think. Who was waiting inside Nancy's house at 9:55 p.m.? Was it a hired hitman or someone from her own family? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below right now. Do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because the second those handcuffs click, I am dropping an emergency update video. You do not want to miss this.